Today's video is all about LYS Beauty, Sephora's first Black-owned clean cosmetics brand. So I went ahead and ordered a few products from LYS Beauty, and this is such a gorgeous package. And when you open it, it says your destination for clean beauty without compromise. It stands for something that I wholeheartedly support. So LYS stands for love yourself. That is such a beautiful, meaningful saying, especially over here on my channel, because I encourage people to let it be beautiful in all that they do, no matter what they decide. So I had to go ahead and check LYS Beauty out. After looking at the video about the owner on the Sephora Instagram, I found that she was a woman who looks just like me. So I was really able to identify with the brand, and I went ahead and created this look using those products. So the first product that I picked up from the LYS Beauty brand is the Secure Skin Gripping Serum Primer. The next product that I got was the Triple Fix Serum Foundation. The bottle reminds me of like Armani Luminous Silk, like it's very heavy and luxurious. I went ahead and used the shade matching technology that they have on the website. They also have a quiz that you can take to find your own match, which I thought was really cool as well. If I got the primer, if I got the foundation, I needed to go ahead and get the foundation brush. I feel like if you get the foundation brush, you can get the true feeling of how the foundation is going to perform. They offer other brushes as well. Pink is my favorite color. It's actually very heavy and very dense and soft, which you need while applying foundation. And the last thing that I did pick up was, of course, I had to get the gloss because I'm a glossy wearer. I wear gloss every single day, and this is the Speak Love Glossy Lip Treatment Oil, which is an everyday gloss that really softens the lips. So if you're interested in seeing me test out LYS Beauty, let's get started. I'm gonna first start with my concealer. This is the L'Oreal concealer. I'm going to be using the Jaclyn Hill Volume 1 palette, which is my favorite. Starting out with the shade Creamsicle. I use this to set the concealer in place on the lid. And then I'm going in with Hunt's, this reddish tone, and I'm blending that in with a NYX brush. I'm just going in with my Wet n Wild brush and further blending it, going back in with Creamsicle just to make sure that the Hunt's shade is nice and blended out. Now I'm going to go in with Chip and Mocha and Soda Pop, all the dark shades at the bottom of the palette, pretty much blending those all together using my NYX brush. And I'm placing this into my crease, and I'm kind of just blowing it out so that it can be very dramatic once I go ahead and apply my lid color. Switching over to a MAC 217, I'm going to go in with the shades Soda Pop and Abyss, the darkest shades in the palette. And I'm using those on the outer corner. I'm doing this because I want the eyes to give sultry and seductive. So I'm going back in with the same concealer. I'm going to go ahead and apply Abyss and Soda Pop again on the edges just to blend out the crease on the ends with that 217 brush. Then I'm going in with the shade Queen, which is a very pretty gold shade. It's so gorgeous, and I'm applying that all over the lid, and then going back in with Abyss to close up the eye to make it look blended in using the 217 brush from MAC. Then I'm going in with my Wet n Wild brush, some liner just to close up the eye. I'm going to use these Beauty Supply lashes by Eye Envy. I get the best out of my makeup whenever I do moisturize, so I'm just taking a little bit of coconut oil. This is the Secure Skin Gripping Serum Primer. Now I have tried it already, and it does remind me of the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, just a little bit more affordable. You can wear this alone, or you can go ahead and wear it underneath your makeup. It just minimizes your pores really nicely, and it also controls shine. Before I go ahead and apply my foundation, I'm going to apply a little bit of my Laura Mercier powder. When I do apply powder on my face prior to my foundation will last a little bit longer, and it also looks prettier. I also picked up the Triple Fix Serum Foundation. It has turmeric in it. I used the shade matching technology online on the LYS Beauty website to get my shade, and I'm using the LYS foundation brush. If I wanted to see the true performance of the foundation, I did want to go ahead and get the brush that comes with. It has medium buildable coverage. So if you are a natural girl, you'll really like this because you can wear a natural layer, or you can build it up to be more full coverage. But you know, I'm a full coverage kind of girl. I'm going to add my favorite concealer, of course. This is the Infallible Full Wear by L'Oreal in the shade 405 Caramel. So one thing that I've been doing lately is I've been kind of cleaning up my shadow on the side with my concealer. I'm going to take this. I'm gonna just sharpen it up. You see how it sharpens up the eye look a little bit, makes it look a little bit more clean. And then you kind of can just blend this down. And then I'll take my wet sponge and just use it to kind of blend it out and give me like that really nice highlight. And I am a heavy highlighter, so of course that is where the brightness comes from. We're gonna add a little bit of bronzer to kind of bring it down a bit. But I love how clean that looks. I'm gonna go back in with my foundation brush and just kind of blend out any extra. I'm brightening it up a little bit, which I do like. You always want to keep your foundation brush handy, right, whenever you're doing your concealer routine, because this really just blends everything in together. I'm loving how this is looking. Let me know how you guys feel about it down below. Of course, I'm going to take some of my Laura Mercier. This is the honey powder. I'm going to use this to set the under eyes. I'm not going to set too much. Now, the reason why I really concentrated in the middle of the face is because, again, I do get really oily in the T-zone area of the face. I know I'm not the only one who struggles with that. I'm just using this to kind of brush the brows, make them look a tad bit soft because they are looking a little harsh. I'm liking this foundation, y'all. It's looking really, really flawless. I love to take my Juvia's Place Cola liner, and I'm going to line this underneath the eyes. And what this does is kind of smokes it out. You know, that same like reddish tone that I used, which is I think one of these colors. I'm going to use that underneath the eyes as well. I love how that is. My eyes are a little watery because whenever I'm manipulating with the eyes, they kind of do get watery. So I'm going to kind of wait to add mascara. I'm going to take my favorite bronzer. This is the Juvia's Place Bronzed Bronzer in the shade Dark. Love these. I believe they're continuously getting sold out at Ulta. That's because they're really amazing. They have one that's deeper than this called Deep Dark, and they have one that's lighter than this that I think that I need to get, but I'm so in love with this. I can actually use these as blushes as well as eyeshadow transitional colors, bronzers, what have you. I also like to use this whenever I'm doing makeup on other people. It's really versatile. I really like that part about it. I'm gonna just add this to the cheeks just to give me some color. Not too much and not too harsh because, like I said, this is actually quite darker than me. I'm gonna take a little bit on my little brush here to kind of get my nose together. Just a little. Yes, ma'am. My lips are feeling a tad bit dry, so I'm going to use the LYS Beauty Speak Love Glossy Lip Treatment Oil. And this is like your everyday gloss. Adding a little bit of brown. Yeah, that darkened it up just the amount that I needed. So I'm going to use the NARS blush in Exhibit A. It's like an orangey coral blush that looks beautiful. Kind of put blush everywhere, y'all. That's just me. Some setting spray. I'm going to take my Morphe Continuous. Just kind of fan it. Fanning it helps it to dry. While it's wet, I'll take my beauty sponge and I'll just tap on my under eye just to make sure everything is blended out. Not too harsh because you don't want to remove any product. I want to take a little bit of the Anastasia brow gel, and this really doesn't make a difference to the way my eyebrows look, but it keeps them straight so that they don't fall down throughout the day or get curled up. They just remain like pushed back. So get you a good brow gel. NYX has a brow gel as well that actually works a little bit better than this one, so check that out. Let's dive into the lips. I'm going to take my Ruby Kisses lip liner in the shade Roasted Coffee. You can again pick these up at your local beauty supply. But I like this brown because it's one of those retractable pencils, so you don't have to sharpen it, and it's like a really pretty brown on my skin tone. Okay, and then one trick that I always do is I like to take my concealer. This is the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Cool Tan. What I'll do is just take some on my lip. See how pretty that is? And it blends so well. Now you can either leave it like that, but you know me, I'm gonna add gloss, period. I was at the club the other night watching live music because I like to see live music on Thursdays out here in Houston. And this lady, she had a booth full of makeup, and of course I went over there and she talked me into purchasing some makeup, and I did. So this brand is called Lucille Kisses, a very pretty nude shade. I only went over there because I lost my lip gloss for the night and I needed something else. So I'll leave her information down below. I might even tag her on Instagram. Hey girl. And then I'm going to take some of my Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. I put my mascara on last because I don't want it to ever like get all over when I spray my setting spray. This is a really glamorous look. Should I go put earrings on, or can you guys just take me as I am? I feel like my forehead needs to be blended some more. I also have a video on how I did this ponytail. I'll put that up here if you guys do want to see that. Let me know how you guys feel about the foundation. Down in the comments below, let's talk about it. Make sure you do use my code, and I'll put it in my description box below if you do want a few coins off when you do shop with LYS Beauty. Remember, it's Sephora's first Black-owned clean cosmetics brand. It comes from natural ingredients. It's vegan and cruelty-free. This makeup actually helps to protect and nourish the skin underneath. So that's helpful, especially if you're one of those people who really cares about skincare. This is how it's looking. I'm gonna take a few pictures to kind of show you guys what it would look like. Oh. Okay, it's giving what it's supposed to give. All right, you guys, it's pretty much completes the look. Let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about it. Go ahead and try out LYS Beauty. Remember, LYS stands for love yourself, and that message couldn't be more relatable today. I encourage you guys to let it be beautiful in all that you do, no matter what you decide, and LYS Beauty stands for that. The next thing I do want to try from LYS Beauty are their blushes, because they have so many to choose from, and I love the names of them. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you thumbs up this video and you subscribe to join the Vanessa Monet family. Over here we do a lot of glam stuff. We make ourselves feel beautiful on a budget, of course. So if that's you, make sure that you do subscribe. Love y'all, appreciate y'all, and I'll see you in my next one. Mwah.